Hi guys, in my previous video we explored the comprehensive list of nominees for the 98th Academy Awards and discussed my ambitious goal to screen 98 years of Oscar history. Today I'll be presenting my selection of the top 8 standout films among the nominees for the 98th Academy Awards. These films represent the absolute pinnacle of storytelling, craft and performance in the current race. So the first one is Marty Supreme. Set in the 1950s, Marty Supreme follows Marty Moser, Timothy Chalamet, a brash, fast-talking table tennis hustler who abandons his life as a shoe salesman to pursue global fame. He navigates a chaotic world of high-stakes gambling, illegal schemes, and elite social circles, eventually making a desperate trip to Japan for a career-defining match. Timothy Chalamet's portrayal of the eccentric table tennis legend is a masterclass in physical acting and charisma, rightfully earning him a Best Actor nomination for the 98th Academy Awards. Marty Supreme director Joe Safdie demonstrates exceptional vision, successfully translating his signature kinetic energy into a stylized mid-century period piece. Regarding the ending, it is widely considered poignant and somber rather than a traditional sports triumph. My second favorite is Song Sung Blue. It is a biographical musical drama starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson as Mike and Claire Sardina. The film follows the couple as they form a popular Neil Diamond tribute act called Lightning and Thunder in the Milwaukee during the 1980s and 90s. Their journey takes them from small town bars to opening for major acts like Pearl Jam at Summerfest, all while navigating personal struggles like recovery and raising a blended family. In Song Sung Blue, Kate Hudson delivers a soulful and resonant performance that has become a definitive highlight of this awards season. Her portrayal, a poignant exploration of resilience and musical passion, exhibits a level of dramatic depth that has earned her critical acclaim and a well-deserved Best Supporting Actress nomination. However, the movie is known for having a sad and tragic ending. My third favorite film is One Battle After Another. The film follows Bo Ferguson, Leonardo DiCaprio, a once radical revolutionary who went off the grid years earlier to raise his daughter Willa in quiet exile after his militant group disbanded. For 16 years, they have lived isolated, trying to leave behind a violent past, until an old enemy reawakens that past and upends their lives. When Willa mysteriously goes missing, Bob is forced back into a dangerous world of conflict and pursuit. He must navigate a web of old rivalries, corrupt military forces, and ongoing ideological battles that refuse to stay buried. Along the way, he confronts the consequences of his former life while desperately trying to protect and rescue his daughter. In One Battle After Another, Sean Penn delivers a chilling and transformative performance as Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw. He portrays a corrupt, high-ranking military official whose pursuit of a group of ex-revolutionaries anchors the film's intense political conflict. His work in this Paul Thomas Anderson epic is widely considered a masterclass in screen instinct, making him a formidable Oscar frontrunner for the upcoming ceremony on March 15th. My fourth favorite film is Train Dreams. The story follows Robert Grenier, a quiet, solitary laborer working on railroad and logging crews in the early 20th century American West. He lives a simple, physically demanding life, helping build the expanding railroad across vast wilderness. He marries and has a daughter, but tragedy strikes when a devastating forest fire takes his family from him. After this loss, Grenier drifts through life alone, witnessing the rapid transformation of America from wild frontier to industrialized nation. As years pass, he becomes almost ghost-like, a man fading into the landscape he once helped shape. Sinners. Sinners is a period supernatural thriller set in the American South. The story follows twin brothers who return to their hometown, hoping to leave their troubled past behind and start fresh. However, they soon discover that a far more sinister force is waiting for them, an evil presence that begins to terrorize the community. As violence escalates, the brothers are forced to confront both the supernatural threat and the buried sins of their own history. The next film is Sentimental Value. The story follows two sisters as they reunite With their estranged father, a once celebrated filmmaker, old wounds and unresolved memories surface as they confront their shared past. Through intimate performances and emotional depth, the film explores grief, art, and the lasting weight of family bonds. The next film is Sirat. Now, this is my absolute favorite film. It follows a father, Luis, and his young son, Esteban, who travel to a remote desert rave in southern Morocco searching for Luis's missing daughter, Mar. She disappeared months earlier after attending one of these underground techno gatherings. When they don't find her at the rave, they decide to join a group of nomadic ravers traveling deeper into the harsh and unpredictable desert in search of the next party, hoping Mar might be somewhere along the way. As they journey through rough terrain, political tensions rise in the background, the environment becomes increasingly dangerous. The desert feels endless, isolating, and unforgiving. Gradually, tragedy strikes the group in shocking and brutal ways, turning the search into a survival nightmare. In this film, the narrative concludes with an exceptionally bold and subversive ending that has left both audiences and critics stunned. The screenwriters have masterfully executed a plot twist that defies conventional genre expectations, ensuring that the resolution remains entirely unpredictable until the final frames. The next one is The Voice of Hind Rajab. This docudrama tells the heartbreaking real-life story of Hind Rajab, a young Palestinian girl trapped in Gaza during intense military conflict in 2024. The film reconstructs the tragic incident using recorded phone calls, testimonies, and investigative reporting. Hind was stuck inside a car with her deceased relatives after it was attacked. Over the phone, she pleaded for help from emergency responders while gunfire echoed around her. Rescue efforts were attempted but failed to reach her in time. That concludes today's discussion. In my next video, I will share my final predictions and analysis on who I believe should take home the Academy Award across the various major categories at the 98th Academy Awards. Bye-bye.